Hello and welcome back to the Real Respect Anderson edition of AEW Collision Out 10. The Continental Classic continues this week with 3 matches in the Gold and Blue Leagues, but that's not the only tournament we got some attention in. We also got another Women's World Cup qualifier as that kind of build-up continued. But Collision opened with a recap of the Continental Classic to this point before Darby Allin and Commander fought in a Gold League match. Allin grounded the high fly with a side headlock takeover as soon as they locked up, but it didn't take Commander long to wrestle his way out of it. We're used to seeing Allin take more risks than his opponent, so it was interesting to see him square off against someone who can do it just as well. The most surprising part of this match was how the ground offense was used. Most people probably expected it to be a spot fest, and part of it reached that level, but a lot of the time was spent doing traditional wrestling moves too. At one point, Allin tried to hit a suicide dive to a seated Commander, but Luke Strong moved and Allin hit the chair, breaking as he landed it in the most brutal spot of the match. Just an exciting and energetic way to get the show going, and the crowd was loving all of it. Both men proved they aren't just spot guys, but the most memorable moment was definitely the biggest risk. This is awesome chants echoed throughout, and after both men left everything in the ring, gave us a widely entertaining performance, Allin using a unique combination to get the win. So yeah, great stuff, and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Before we got Willow Nightingale against Serena Deeb in the International Women's Cup tournament, and yeah, Deeb used her considerable technical ability to out-wrestle Willow at Evolve, but the Babe with the power eventually found a way to take her off her feet. The pace was good, so they could use their strength in different ways. Deeb used a wide variety of offense to maintain the upper hand throughout the break, and Willow used her power to counter the technical wizard whenever she could. The former TBS champ made a comeback when we returned from a break and began to build up ahead of steam with a series of power moves with a slightly quicker pace that would have helped at times. This is a solid match between two title performers. Nightingale scored the win with the Doctor Bomb, and she will move on to face Jamie Hayter to see who moves to the 4-way, and that will undoubtedly be a great match. Before we got Carl Fletcher taking on Kazuchika Okada. But before that, Mox and Death Riders came to the ring and issued a warning to Orange Cassidy, who ended up coming out of response instead of heeding the warning. OC said the only way he's going to stop is if they kill him. He took off his shirt and dared them to hit him, so they obliged and beat him down. Continuing that story, I think Cassidy's kind of the right guy to go after them at this stage. So yeah, makes sense. During a backstage promo for FTR, we saw the Death Riders trying to pour cleaning fluid down OC's throat. FTR intervened and Mox decided to back off after in Casheria with a steel pipe. Probably a good idea. Before we got that next match, saw Okada and Fletcher compete for 3 points in the C2. These two have known each other for years, but only had one previous single match, which was reigned by the Rainmaker. Okada's style usually involves starting slow and working his way up to a kick pace. Later on, so Fletcher maxed his pace and worked for a headlock for a long time, which got a humorous boo from the crowd. Both of these guys are known for being incredible in-ring performers, so it's nobody's surprised when everyone looked good, but you could also tell they were holding back a bit. They put on a good performance, but definitely left room to grow in the future. The last couple of minutes gave us the usual routine of Okada ramping up, but it was the ending that was genuine surprise. Fletcher hit a low blow behind the rest back and taking the pin of the win. Easy one, the biggest careers wins for him so far. A really good match, but the surprising conclusion is what put it over the top. Fletcher is clearly being prioritised in AEW, which is great because he's a tremendous talent, and yeah, on the whole, it's an 8 out of 10 from me. LFI's Beast Mortos then took on Aaron Solo in a singles match. Mortos won in less than a minute with a huge lariat before Thunder Rosa was shown watching from the crowd as Shirakawa and Sakura began their match. The veteran took control with some strikes right away, but the number one contender in the world title quickly showed off her striking ability in retaliation. Sakura is used as a charismatic performer in the ring, so when she and Shirakawa dancing, taunting her the way she always does, it clearly set her off. Emma resorted to biting Mina's legs and hands to regain control, which ended up some heat from the crowd and meaningless warning from the ref. They battle for a break, and the match features a strip strikes. This felt like a veteran trying to prove that she was still better than the young upstart, only find a way to tough it out against the opponent, which is exactly what it needs to be. Shirakawa has quickly become a popular act for AEW, so the company is wise to feature her in a prominent role, especially as she starts going to be sticking around. Sakura did her job and put up a good fight, but Shirakawa picked up a predictable victory to give her some momentum heading into a title match with Mariah May. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, pretty good stuff. The main event of this week's show was another C2 match between Garcia and Briscoe. They had a nice exchange backstage that showed mutual respect before heading to the ring. They had a funny exchange in the match where Garcia tried to fire Briscoe up, and it may have worked a little too well because it led to the former ROH champ lighting his chest up with some super hard shots. The great thing about both these guys is their versatility. Everyone may classify them as certain kind of wrestlers, but both men are capable of working a variety of different kinds of offense. They lean more into Briscoe's style of mayhem than Garcia's technical ability, but Red Death kept with the chicken. These C2 matches were 20-minute time limit, and most of that was used to putting on an entertaining match. And in a surprising outcome, Briscoe earned a win. Garcia's already had the TBS title, so nobody really expected too much from him. But I thought maybe they'd do a story of Briscoe losing every game. So yeah, intriguing that they're not going that direction. And Jet gets 7 out of 10 from me. An overall Collision gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Another, pretty decent episode of Collision. Obviously, it's Continental Classic time of year, and we're used to getting bangers at this time of year with all of these matches going on at 10 to deliver. And yeah, this was no different, really. So yeah, gets 7 out of 10 from me. Very intrigued to see where that whole tournament goes next. And I think with Death Riders and stuff like that, hot story going on in AEW at the moment. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.